Hi, today I want to do an experiment about heat transfer using these two things. First, we have pen. Second, we have probe. In this experiment, we want to prove about thermal conductivity happen during your daily life. Okay. First, we have a cup of water. You pour it inside the pan and a cup of water, same amount, inside the bowl. Next, you turn on the stove. Don't forget to turn on the stove to run the experiment. And then we will wait for several minutes to see the result happen in this experiment. Welcome back. Now I want to show you the result of this experiment. First is radiation process. Radiation happen when the fire touch the pan. The heat from the fire transfer to the pan. Next is conduction process. Conduction happen when the heat from the pan transfer to the water. You will see the water start bubbling and start to vaporize to the surrounding. The convection happen there. It shows that the heat transfer completely happened. It same happen to the wok. It's using the same principle for heat transfer, even though we use different type of material.
Things we need for the experiment will be a balloon that is filled with air and not water, because we want to show you how the conduction of it works. Along with air-filled balloon, we need a candle. Any candle can be used, and if you didn't have one, try use a crayon. So let's start the experiment. Light up the candle and slowly, but with careful, hover the balloon to the candle. How this happens? The heat from the candle will get transferred into the balloon rubber, and whatever is filling the balloon, which is in our case is the air, will pop. This is known as heat conduction. When you heat a gas or liquid, it expands and rises up. Why is this so? The density of the gas or liquid decreases as it heats up. The air-filled balloon pops because the air quickly expands and does not absorb enough of the heat energy from the rubber to protect the balloon. This allows the rubber of the balloon to stretch very quickly during the balloon. Since the experiment was so fun, why not we try it again, shall we? So this is the example of heat conduction. The first one is the heat transfer from candle to the iron rod. Next is the heat transfer from candle to the ice in the glass. Also is the heat transfer from hot water to the spoon. Lastly is the heat from stove to the pan.
Hi everyone, so I will show an example of heat conduction. So let's go to that. So for this experiment, I have a pot of water that I'm gonna heat it up. So we need to turn on the gas stove. And we have to wait until the boil. In the meantime, what is convection? Heat convection is the transfer of heat from one place to another by the movement of fluid. Convection is usually the dominant form of heat transfer in liquid and gases. Now we can hear the hissing sound. That is mean that the water is in a boiling state. When water is heated on a stove, hot water from the bottom of the pot rises, displacing the colder denser liquid, which falls down to the pot. After heating has stopped, mixing and conduction from this natural convection eventually result in nearly homogeneous density and even temperature without the presence of pressure. So, what is the other everyday example of convection? First is the steaming cup of hot tea. Next one is ice melting and also a hot air balloon. So there is a lot of things that happen in our everyday life that involve a convection.